I wanted to carry on telling you the story about how I met Bill Clinton and... She's reading to him about Paddington.
Well, I was very excited when Paddington home.
So heading up to Blackpool. Okay,
Right, come on.
ready?
There you go.
Come on, Charlie.
That way. I'm going to sit by the window.
There you go. We'll speed up now, Charlie.
On the other way it would look.
I've not been on a Blackpool tram in 20 years at least. See the sea?
This is a new promenade here.
See the sea?
We should go down there.
We need to keep saying that to them, we're going to lose it.
Press the stop button when you wish to exit the tram. This tram is for Stonegate. Next stop, Pleasant Street.
You see the tower? Wait for it to stop. Let's see if we can find Grandad. See if he's beaten us here or not. Yeah? Can you see the tower, Charlie, now? So I'm back in Blackpool just for a few days. We've brought Charlie down to the tower because for school he's been given Paddington, and the idea is to try and take Paddington on some really great adventures. Well, Blackpool's an okay adventure for Paddington to come on, I think. So Charlie's over there with Paddington and my mum and dad. I'm capturing the time lapse you're going to be watching in a minute of Blackpool Tower. It would have been even better if the sun was shining. It's not that cold. Quite often when I come home outside of summer, even in summer, it's freezing here, but actually it's not too bad. So there is the tower and the tower ballroom. There used to be Club Heaven and Hell, and I'm not in focus. There we go. And I've got some stories I could tell you about there, but I won't for now. Heaven was upstairs, where are we? Heaven had dance music, well cheesy pop music. Hell downstairs was hardcore dance. Well, kind of like trance music really. But that's another thing. We'll check out that sunset over here as well. Not sure how well that's coming through on the camera. I will see if I can time lapse that for you in a bit. I reckon if I grew a tash, I'd look better than him.
Outside, please.
Where'd you gone, Dad? Lovely. Now, not many people know that this was erected in memory of one of the great Blackpool DJs of the 70s, Freddie Flares. Something happened to him one night with Lionel Vinyl and it kind of all went wrong. The question is, what was I doing meeting Bill Clinton and Kevin Spacey here in Blackpool? And what was it doing in House of Cards? Well, back in 2002, I was playing for the Labour Party conference when Tony Blair was Prime Minister and Bill Clinton came over to give the keynote speech. I parked my car up near Central Pier because it was easier to get parked there than anywhere near the venue. Got my car, was a bit peckish, and went to McDonald's.
Sit down.
Yeah?
There's the Simpsons for the story.
The Simpsons for a story. The Simpsons isn't a story. I have... oh gosh, the kids are going to bed now. I haven't practiced today. I could break my streak. So this is the way to do it. When you're travelling, I'm with my parents. I haven't got anything really... I've got some scores with me in the car, but I'm not going to get out to do those. So I've just done some long terms, found a read, and I'm just going to play along to an old transcription I've got of Bramford. In fact, that light's better, isn't it, for you? Victoria Hotel now. There's no difference. But all this up and the windows smashed in. The light is not great in here. I want to see if I beat up the IMAX. That puts a bit more light on me. So here's the photo of Kevin Spacey and President Clinton in a McDonald's in Blackpool. And it's been used loads of times in House of Cards. In fact, I remembered when I started watching the first series of House of Cards, that's what triggered the memory of it. Obviously, I remember meeting someone as famous as Bill Clinton and playing for him as well earlier on. But the fact that he ended up, I'd parked up, got the McDonald's, was leaving, and as I was leaving, in walks Kevin Spacey, Bill Clinton and Alistair Campbell, and they basically had a whole thing. They sat down and had a meal together, and this crowd developed outside, and I managed to meet Clinton, and because I'd played saxophone before, and I said to him, did you not bring your saxophone with you? And he said to me, no, I wish I had. That's a terrible Bill Clinton accent, but that was kind of my time meeting Bill Clinton. So before that, I kind of thought, oh, I'll think of something really funny to say to him. Of course, I didn't. You know, as often when happens when you meet somebody very, very famous or somebody very influential, you kind of freeze up and say something a little bit daft. But I just thought it was amazing how Clinton had gone to the best hotel in Blackpool, the Imperial, had done this reception, and then the story goes he saw this illuminated tram coming down the prom and got on the tram and went down to McDonald's. Don't quite know what that said about the food at the Imperial Hotel, but there you go. I'm literally using an iPad Pro as a light for you guys. So anyway, that's all I've done today. Tomorrow I have a very special day where I am going to do some preliminary shooting and some of the early shots for this very special video I've told you about already, that I'm going to release on the 2nd of April. I may shoot some vlog footage for that, but I'm not guaranteeing it. Depends what happens. And then Friday we're heading straight back down south again, back to Cambridge, because I am back teaching again on Saturday morning. So any comments or questions need to go below, and don't forget, please do subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed today. A little bit different from a normal vlog. I did get a little bit of practice done. Not too much, but that was just blowing along to Bramford Marsalis' version of The Ruby and the Pearl from his excellent album Eternal. Check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much.